Is 40 too old to compete in Formula One? Looking at history, only a few drivers have managed to remain competitive in their 40s. However, Lewis Hamilton has a different perspective. He refuses to be compared to other drivers his age. Mercedes is reluctant to offer him a long-term contract, while Ferrari believes Hamilton can still compete at the highest level. But the question remains, can Hamilton prove that age is just a number? Or is this the beginning of the end of his F1 career? Let's analyze it critically. Hamilton versus age 40. Is he finished? Formula One is a sport that demands quick reactions, sharp reflexes, and exceptional physical endurance. In modern history, only a handful of drivers have remained competitive past the age of 40. Nigel Mansell won a race at 41. Michael Schumacher secured a pole position at 43. Fernando Alonso, now 43, is still actively racing with Aston Martin. However, statistics show that drivers over 40 rarely achieve significant success. This is the main reason for Mercedes' doubts. Toto Wolff, Mercedes team principal, has stated that cognitive performance is crucial in F1. He believes every driver has a shelf life, which is why Mercedes only offered Hamilton a short-term contract. But is this true? Has Hamilton passed his prime? Why is Ferrari willing to take the gamble? Unlike Mercedes, Ferrari sees Hamilton as a valuable asset. They believe his experience and champion mentality can bring them back to the top. Frederic Vasseur, Ferrari's team boss, insists that Hamilton's motivation remains as strong as when he first debuted in F1. However, behind this optimism lies immense pressure. Ferrari hasn't won a title since 2007. They are betting on Charles Leclerc as their future star. If Hamilton fails, Ferrari's decision will be heavily criticized. Hamilton must prove that age is not a barrier. But this isn't just about mentality and motivation. Ferrari's car also needs to be competitive. If Ferrari fails to deliver a strong car, Hamilton will face an uphill battle. Can Hamilton become world champion again? Hamilton is still chasing an 8th world title, which would make him the most successful driver in F1 history. However, the 2025 season will be highly competitive. Red Bull remains dominant with Verstappen. McLaren is showing rapid improvement. Mercedes, even without Hamilton, still has potential. Hamilton will also face a tough challenge from Charles Leclerc, his new teammate. If Hamilton loses to Leclerc, it could significantly impact his legacy. Hamilton, still a contender or past his prime. Hamilton is no ordinary driver. His mentality is strong, his motivation is high, and his experience is unmatched. But the question remains, can his body keep up with the ever-increasing demands of F1? The 2025 season will be Hamilton's biggest test. If he wins, he will prove that age is just a number. But if he struggles, it could signal the beginning of the end of his F1 career. What do you think? Can Hamilton win his 8th title, or is Ferrari taking a huge risk? Share your thoughts in the comments. The heated competition in Formula One is entering a new phase. The 2025 season will bring an unprecedented dynamic. Two major stars, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, will be under the same roof at Ferrari. But will this be a harmonious collaboration, or a rivalry that could shake the team's stability? Former Haas boss Günther Steiner has weighed in on how Frederic Vasseur, Ferrari's team principal, must handle this major challenge. Is Ferrari ready to face a Cold War within their own garage? Let's dive deeper. After years of dominance with Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton has taken a big step by joining Ferrari. This move surprised many, especially since he will have to share the garage with Charles Leclerc, the young star who has become Ferrari's icon in recent seasons. Hamilton brings a wealth of experience and 7 world championships, while Leclerc represents the team's future hopes. This combination sounds promising, but we cannot ignore the potential for conflict. In F1, a teammate is the main rival, and history has proven that having two strong drivers in one team often leads to tension. Remember Hamilton versus Rosberg at Mercedes. Piero Ferrari himself has tried to calm speculation by describing Hamilton and Leclerc's relationship as mutual symbiosis. But is this really the case? Or is it just a diplomatic way for Ferrari to maintain peace before the storm arrives? Amid this high-pressure scenario, Frederic Vasseur must play a crucial role. Gunther Steiner highlighted that Vasseur has had close ties with both drivers since their F2 and F3 days. However, that closeness could be a double-edged sword. Vasseur must ensure there is no tension that harms the team while also making tough decisions on track. What will happen if Hamilton and Leclerc are locked in a tight championship battle? Will Ferrari support one of them, or will they allow them to fight freely? Steiner himself is quite optimistic, although he acknowledges that Vasseur will face many difficult moments. Of course, there will be times when Fred has to make tough decisions. But I think he is not afraid of that, he said. Ferrari entered preseason testing in Bahrain with high optimism. Hamilton even admitted that this was the most positive feeling he has had in a long time. But, as Vasseur pointed out, preseason testing does not necessarily reflect real race performance. With Melbourne as the first test, Ferrari must prove that they are not only fast on track but also solid internally. If not, an internal battle could backfire and derail their championship ambitions. What do you think? Will Ferrari successfully manage these two big egos? Or will they face internal issues that could hinder their title chances? Share your thoughts in the comments. The FIA has just introduced crucial changes to the regulations for the 2025 Formula One season. These new rules specifically target loopholes that teams and drivers previously exploited in situations involving pit lane starts and damaged cars on track. So, what exactly has changed? Will this affect team strategies? And most importantly, will this make races fairer or spark new controversies? Let's dive in. 1. Changes for cars starting from the pit lane. Previously, cars starting from the pit lane could wait until the grid was fully formed before joining the track. Under the new rules, all pit lane starters must now take part in the formation lap. After that, they will return to the pit lane and line up according to their qualifying order, unless they exit after the 5-minute signal before the race starts. In that case, they must start from the back of the queue. Why is this change important? In past seasons, pit lane starters could avoid bad weather conditions by waiting and switching to optimal tires at the perfect moment. They could also gain an advantage if there was an additional formation lap or restart, allowing them to refuel while other cars had already lost a lap. With this new rule, the FIA ensures that all pit lane starters follow the full formation lap, eliminating any unfair advantages for certain drivers. 2. New rule for damaged cars. Remember Sergio Perez's incident at the 2024 Canadian GP. After crashing, he still managed to bring his severely damaged car back to the pit lane, spreading debris all over the track and creating a dangerous situation for other drivers. Now, the FIA has clarified that the race director has the authority to order significantly damaged cars to stop immediately in a safe location. This is similar to the black flag with an orange circle but will be enforced more swiftly and decisively. The impact of this rule. Heavily damaged cars can no longer force their way back to the pit lane just to avoid triggering a safety car. Driver safety is improved, as there will be no more dangerously slow-moving cars shedding debris on the track. However, a big question remains: will the FIA communicate this order directly to drivers or relay it through their race engineers? Final thoughts: is this the right move? On one hand, these changes seem to tighten regulations and create a fairer playing field for all teams. There will no longer be loopholes for teams to exploit during pit lane starts or by manipulating race conditions with damaged cars. But on the other hand, we know that every new rule brings new challenges. Will this truly enhance safety and fairness, or will it spark backlash from teams who feel disadvantaged? What do you think? Will these new regulations make racing more exciting, or are they restricting team strategies too much? Let us know in the comments below. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates from the world of F1.